Hello friends, welcome back to Learning Nails and Aesthetics. We are continuing chapter 3 in the Milady Aesthetics book, pages 100 through 107. Keep in mind, I am not AI. Mistakes will be made. Check out my other videos. I have reading the Milady Foundations book as well as their nails book. Some fun unboxing, swatching polishes, lots of other good things to come as well. Let's get started. Identify a hair follicle as an appendage of the skin. Hair is an appendage of the skin. It is a slender, thread-like outgrowth of the skin and scalp. An esthetician needs to understand this appendage in order to perform treatments such as body waxing, sugaring, and brow shaping. Figure 3-11 shows the structure of the hair follicle. There is no sense of feeling in the hair due to the absence of nerves. Much of the hair on the body is invisible to the naked eye. Heavier concentrations of hair are on the head, under the arms, in the axillary area, around the genitals, and on the arms and legs. Due to hormonal influences, there are different male and female hair growth patterns. Genetics influence the distribution of each person's hair, along with its thickness, quality, color, and rate of growth, and whether it is curly or straight. The speed of hair growth is roughly 0.5 inch, 1.25 centimeters per month, which is about 6 inches, 15 centimeters per year. With age, the speed of hair growth might slow down to as little as 0.1 inch, 0.25 centimeters a month. There are two types of keratin. Alpha, A keratin, is softer. Beta, B keratin, is harder. Hair contains 90% of hard B keratin. It has lower moisture and fat content. It has lower moisture and fat content than soft A keratin does, and is a particularly tough, elastic material. Keratin forms continuous sheets, fingernails, or long, endless fibers, hair. Hard keratin does not normally break off or flake away. It remains a continuous structure. Hair also contains melanin, which determines hair color. Abnormalities such as extremely hair color, Abnormalities such as extremely curly hair and or rapidly growing bacteria and the inability of the follicle to take in oxygen, along with excessive sebum production, can contribute to ingrown hairs and folliculitis and inflammation of the follicle. Hair growth is discussed extensively in Chapter 11, Hair Removal. Check-in. What influences hair growth? What kind of keratin does hair contain? Identifying nails as an appendage of the skin. The nail, an appendage of the skin, is a hard translucent plate that protects fingers and toes. The nail is composed of hard keratin. Figure 312 shows the nail structure. Onyx is the technical term for the nail. The hard or horny nail plate contains no nerves or blood vessels. Fingernails grow faster than toenails and grow faster over the summer than over the winter. Lengthen about 1/10 of an inch to, to 1/8 of an inch, 2.5 millimeters to 3 millimeters per month, which means that it takes a fingernail about 4 to 6 months to fully grow out. An esthetician may work in a state where performing nail services is part of their scope of practice. Additionally, some symptoms of diseases and disorders that influence the skin are evident on the nails. A person with a circulatory disorder may have cyanotic nails, for example. Cyanosis is when a person has a purple or bluish tone under their fingernails. And figure 312 shows the nail structure, including the free edge, the nail plate, nail walls, lunula, cuticle, matrix, blood vessels, hyponychium, nail grooves, and the nail bed. What kind of keratin do nails contain? Describe the functions of the two types of nerves. Nerves are cord-like bundles of fiber made up of neurons through which sensory stimuli and motor impulses pass between the brain or other parts of the central nervous system and the eyes, glands, muscles, and other parts of the body. Nerves form a network of pathways for conducting information throughout the body. There are two types of nerves, motor and sensory. Motor, or efferent, nerve fibers convey impulses from the brain to the spinal cord to the muscles or glands. These nerve fibers stimulate muscles such as the erector pili muscle attached to the hair follicles. Erector pili muscles cause goosebumps when you are cold or frightened. Secretory nerve fibers are motor nerves attached to sweat and oil glands. They regulate excretion from the sweat glands and control sebum output to the surface of the skin. Sensory or efferent nerve fibers send messages to the central nervous system and brain to react to heat, cold, pain, pressure, and touch. Check in. Name the two main types of nerves and describe what they do. Explain what is produced by the two types of glands on the skin. The dermis of the skin contains two types of duct glands, each producing different substances. The sebaceous glands secrete oil, while the sudoriferous glands excrete sweat. The sebaceous glands are connected to the hair follicles and produce oil, which protect the surface of the skin. Granular sacs open into the follicles through ducts. If the ducts become clogged, open or closed comedones, blackheads or whiteheads are formed. The oily secretions lubricate both the skin and hair. Sebaceous glands are larger on the face and scalp than on the rest of the body. Other chapters include further discussion on sebaceous glands and acne. In figure 313, oil and sweat glands. If you are just listening, this is a drawing of the hair shaft, the sebaceous gland, eccrine sweat gland, adipose tissue, epidermis, erector pili muscle, the dermis, and the epicrine sweat glands. It is worth looking at if you are just listening. Did you know epicrine glands produce chemicals known as pheromones? Pheromones are hormones that trigger biological reactions or communicate signals to others. This reaction is thought to attract others through scent production and is commonly called body chemistry. The sudoriferous sweat glands. Sudoriferous glands help to regulate body temperature and eliminate Sudoriferous glands help to regulate body temperature and eliminate minute amounts of waste products by excreting sweat. They have a coiled base and duct opening at the surface, known as pores. Fluids and minerals are eliminated daily through these pores. Excess fluid loss can result in the loss of electrolytes, which may lead to dehydration in the body. The excretion of sweat is controlled by the nervous system. Normally 1 to 2 pints, 0.5 to 1 liter of fluids contains trace amounts of minerals such as sodium, potassium, and magnesium are eliminated daily through the sweat pores in the skin. There are two kinds of sweat glands, epicrine and eccrine. The epicrine glands are coiled structures attached to the hair follicles found under the arms, in the axillary region, and in the genital area. Their secretions are released through the oil glands. Epidermis function is sensitive to adrenaline, so sweating can occur during times of anxiety, stress, fear, sexual arousal, and pain. Odors associated with these glands are due to the interaction of the secretions and bacteria on the surface of the skin. According to some medical authorities, epidermal glands are not true sweat glands because their openings connect to oil glands instead of pore openings directly on the skin's surface. Eccrine glands are found all over the body, but are primarily on the forehead, palms of the hands, and soles of the feet. They have a duct and pore through each secretion. Excuse me. They have a duct and pore through which secretions are released on the skin's surface. These glands are not connected to hair follicles. Eccrine glands are more active when the body is subjected to physical activity and high temperatures. Eccrine sweat does not typically produce an offensive odor. Check-in. What glands help to regulate the body's temperature? What are the two main glands associated with the skin? What are the two types of sweat glands? Distinguish the factors influencing skin health. In order to survive, cells need these important elements: nourishment, protection, and the ability to function properly through respiration, circulation, elimination of waste, and continual replacement or proliferation. Skin health and aging of the skin are both influenced by many different factors, including heredity, sun exposure, the environment, health habits, nutrition, and general lifestyle. This topic is discussed thoroughly in Chapter 5, Skin Analysis. The immune system and the skin. Our immune system is a complex defense mechanism that protects the body from foreign substances. The immune system is activated when antigens, which are foreign invaders, are identified. Antibodies are molecules formed to fight and neutralize bacteria, viruses, and antigens. Langerhans cells, T cells, and leukocyte cells are part of the immune system. Langerhans cells are dendritic in form. They are present predominantly in the stratum spinosum, but also other layers of the skin. They work to absorb, process, and carry antigens to the nearest lymph node for further immune system action. Another part of the immune system involves leukocytes, the white blood cells that have enzymes to digest and kill bacteria and parasites. These white blood cells also respond to allergies. A T cell is a type of lymphocyte. T cells play an important role in the immune system by attacking virus-infected cells, foreign cells, and cancer cells. T cells get their name from the thymus gland where they mature. There are additional components of the immune system that protect the body from foreign substances, bacteria, and infections. Infections and allergy reactions speed up cell growth and migration rates for faster healing. The skin's capacity to heal, fight infection, and protect itself is truly extraordinary. Skin nourishment. Blood and lymph are the fluids that nourish the skin. Networks of arteries and lymphatics send essential materials for growth and repair throughout the body. Water, vitamins, minerals, and other nutrients are all important for skin health. Blood supplies nutrients and oxygen to the skin. Nutrients are molecules from food such as protein, carbohydrates, and fats. Topical products with small molecules can nourish the epidermis. Lymph, the clear fluid of the body that resembles blood plasma but contains only colorless corpuscles, bathes the skin cells, removes toxins and cellular waste, and has immune functions that help protect the skin and body against disease. Networks of arteries and lymph vessels in the subcutaneous tissue send their smaller branches up to dermal papillary, follicles, and skin glands. Cell protection. The health of skin cells depends on the cellular membrane and the water-holding capacity of the stratum corneum. Phospholipids, glycolipids, cholesterol, triglycerides, squalene, and waxes are all different types of lipids found in the stratum corneum and cell membranes. Intercellular lipids and proteins surround cells and provide protection, hydration, and nourishment to the cells. Ceramides are a group of waxy lipid molecules such as glycolipids that are important to barrier function and water-holding capacity. 50% of the lipids in the stratum corneum are ceramides. Fatty acids are also components of the intercellular substances. Lipids are reduced if the skin is dry, damaged, or mature. Typical products containing peptides, hyaluronic acid, and ceramides, and other lipids benefit skin that is damaged from both intrinsic, I know that word, why am I having trouble, and extrinsic aging. These products expedite the regenerative processes of the body and promote healing. Exfoliation removes and depletes lipids, so topical product reapplication is necessary to balance what was lost in exfoliation. Cell recovery depends on water to function properly, so drinking water and keeping the skin hydrated is essential to keep cells healthy. For this video, we are going to stop right there on page 107 of the Milady Aesthetics book. I will continue this book, of course, in future videos. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate you watching. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.